with Wemby, to answer your potential question, he could be the greatest player that has ever played the game of basketball without a question. He could be the greatest guy. He could be Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James rolled into one player. That's the potential. I'm not saying he's going to be that.
Right,
That's
just
the
potential. Talk about this kid, Wemby, and how good's he going to be? The 7'4". Is he 7'4" or 7'5"?
7'5", dude.
7'5".
He's 7'5". He's 7'5", Smitty. And he runs like a deer.
Deer, for sure.
He does things on a basketball court that we've never seen. Big guys don't move like that, Smitty. This is like this. He could if he can equate and the strength isn't a problem for him. This is like
tell him.
I don't want to say Aaron Donald, I will say Aaron Donald-ish in a sense where like Aaron Donald's like, hold on, how are you a big guy with abs? Like, hold on, you're running like a safety and you're taking on nose tackles. You know what I'm saying? You're taking you're taking on centers, you're taking on double teams. Wemby has that type of excitement. Now, the strength could be a factor, how his game translates to the NBA could be a factor, but the way that the game is played, Smitty. So, back in the day when me and you grew up, the idea was if you could, get a guy to change organization, you get a Shaquille O'Neal. Let me get the biggest, strongest, meanest guy, right? The way the game is played today is with spacing and with speed. So the gift for Wemby is going, man, wow, he can dribble like a point guard, and then he can go in there and he can block a shot. Or like, wow, if you put a smaller guy on him, he's going to turn and just dunk on him. And then a big guy, he's going to cross him over, at the top of the key. And then, wow, defensively, he should be able to go out and guard a guy on the perimeter. His height, he's taller than Boban.
Yeah.
Smitty, he's 5 inches taller than me. He's Scott and Brendan combined. Okay,
bro, and you're
perspective.
You're so tall. You're 7 foot, 7'1", 7 foot.
Yeah, I'm 7, and Brendan is like 7'2".
Which he's late, by the way. He never shows up. Brendan never shows up.
No.
But I mean, goodness gracious, bro, you're 7 foot and you'd be looking up to this guy. But
I'd look up.
So if you had to, and I know it's reckless to talk about like how good could he be. I think Jefferson. What's his name? That guy Jefferson. What's his name? The commentator.
Jefferson.
Huh?
Ricardo Jefferson.
No. The commentator. What's his name? He's always kind of a controversial.
I like how you watch other sports, even though you don't care about them, but like you watch.
I do. I have a sports channel. I'm gonna put this on my Smitty Sports show as well. But Wemby, if you had to recklessly predict how good he will be, and I like that you talk about that. Maybe that lack of strength isn't a problem yet because he can gain that. Like Garnett was a skinny guy. But like he became, he was strong. He was dominant. Like, do you think Wemby could get that kind of strength eventually? Because he's so raw and young. And then second, do you think this will be the best player in the NBA for like a long time, or is this somebody that's going to be like in the top 5 or 6, but maybe never? Because this is a skill set we've never seen.
Okay, so for one, there's the good. He can absolutely get the strength. That's not a question. Just you get older, you get stronger. Everybody sees that, whether you're a professional athlete or not. It's called grown man strength. 2, the fear is injury. A lot of guys over that size, they get stress fractures. It's a very common thing, stress fracture in the feet. Carrying that type of weight. So then you do want to be careful just to throw weight on him. And then with Wemby, to answer your potential question, he could be the greatest player that has ever played the game of basketball without a question. He could be the greatest guy. He could be Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James rolled into one player. That's the potential. I'm not saying he's going to be that.
Right,
That's
just
the
potential. Yeah. People got to listen to what you're saying. Listen to him, don't you?
Here's the thing. When you have someone that, like Smitty, go watch his highlights. He's crossing people over the top of the key. And it's like he's young, so it's like, okay, can that get much better? Can that be nurtured? Can he figure that part out? Right now this is just raw. Or he could be He could come into the NBA. He could get injured. The size could be a thing. It'd be a mental thing. But I will throw this out also. The European, the world players, they're coming over. They ain't soft no more because they're seeing NBA guys. They're playing against NBA guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least 2 decades worth of experience and wealth that they're pouring into them. And these kids are coming over more ready than before. Whereas before, the European guys, they'd get punked. They were soft. They weren't ready. It's a different ball game. Where now they're kind of, the toughness is getting there, and the NBA game is getting more spread out, and it's getting faster. I mean, Smitty, this guy's like twice your speed. I mean, he can blaze up and down the floor, and you'd be looking at the back of his jersey, Smitty. I mean, he just embarrass you on the track, on the basketball court, on the field, whatever. I mean, it would get disgusting. And you got to think, Smitty, this guy's 7'5", so he's impressive, man.
Can I ask you real quickly? Yeah, so could become, and people need to hear what he's saying. He's not saying he will be, saying the potential's there to become the best player in the NBA. I agree because it's weird how elegant and how graceful he is at his size. Unbelievable. And his shots, would you say he could be one of the, like, what would you say his biggest strength would be? Like, is it his perimeter shot? Is it going to be down low? Can he develop and be one of the better shooters? Right now it's his length. If there's let's say Wemby, he couldn't do anything else but his length at 7'5" and his wingspan, like, he can block your shot just standing up. So, Smitty, you know when the little kid goes to score on the Nerf hoop and you just slap it away? Mm-hmm. That's kind of what it feels like for him. Mm-hmm. That's his as far as an asset. If he never took a three-pointer, if there's a lot of stuff he just never did, he would be a huge prospect just by blocking shots. If he never could shoot a three, that would be a good thing. How long have you known about him?
I've been seeing about this kid probably for the last 3 years.
Okay.
And he just kept getting better and better and better. Yeah. So, like, he's getting NBA and pro and national treatment already, Smitty.
Yeah. This is crazy.
I mean, just imagine a guy just twice as fast as you, Smitty, that just burns.
You keep using me. So much faster. You keep using me as the reference. You keep trying to wear me down on my own show. Wouldn't he be more than twice as fast as me? I mean, wouldn't that be saying something? I mean, he's a professional athlete. He's a good. You just called him a deer.
Probably three times.
Three.
You, Smitty.
3.
I mean, wherever you want, Smitty, he'd take you on the track. He'd take you on the field. He'd take you on the basketball court, man.
How does it feel that he would dominate you down low and just completely just ravage your soul underneath? I mean, you can't even see him. You can't even see him. You're looking up to this guy. The first time in your life, you're looking up to a player down low in the paint.
I did look up to Yao Ming. I like when it. For those who don't know, when it comes, Smitty doesn't care if you jump higher, if you're stronger, but like when you start talking speed and speed with Smitty, he gets a little edgy. He gets a little edgy, man. He gets edgy, for those who don't know. Yeah.
Because you've challenged me for years to a race, yet have never raced me, and we could live stream it. You also say you can do muscle ups. I've yet to see that. So I've fallen off from my muscle up. So right now, I don't think I can currently do it, or I'd really have to have some real good form on it. But I can do it. I've done them before. We have Can we get Bobby Maximus on this live stream, maybe? So Bobby Maximus has gone on record, one of the most fittest men in the world, according to Bobby. You can't convince Bobby otherwise. Has said that you doing a muscle up is near impossible because you're 7 foot. Number one, we can't find a bar that would actually make that work. I don't think there are very many 7 foot pull-up bars.
I've done them on a ring row.
Okay. But Bobby says that a 7 footer doing a muscle up is like an almost improbability. So we got to see this. This would be amazing. You know, it would go viral.
So all you're saying is that I'm a freak of nature. You understand I'm a freak of nature. That's what you're saying, Smitty. So okay. Smitty, okay, I'll give you this. I'm just naturally a skinny, weak guy, right?
You look like you're still fit.
Okay. Whatever. But naturally, strength doesn't just come easy. You know, certain guys just they roll out of bed and they're strong. For me, Smitty, you know how everybody has that body part, something that is very strong. My back is unrealistically strong. I don't know why. I don't know what purpose it has. I don't know what good it is to me. My back is very strong. I can do pull-ups with the absolute best of them. Now, how that complemented an NBA career or anything, I don't think it did. I don't have strong legs, not a strong chest, nothing like that. But I can curl and I can do pull-ups with the world's best.
I got to see it.
And I
mean,
want you to know that.
I would love to see it. I still want to race you.
Smitty, I can curl 90-pound dumbbells for reps, Smitty.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. We still have yet to see it.
No, I don't sound like you love to see it. It sounds like you're making fun of me, and like I'm trying to give you an honest conversation. You're just going full Smitty, man.
I'd love to see it. We've heard a lot about it. We just are excited to see it. We've heard a few stories, and when Bobby comes in and says, "There's no way a 7-footer is doing a muscle up," I just want to see it. I think it'd be viral. It would look like a building going up on a pull-up bar, and I think it would be a real viral. We'd have to step back quite a ways to get it in full shot, but 7-foot man doing a muscle up is definitely going to be interesting. I bet Wemby could do it. I bet Wemby could do a muscle up.
That's what we're doing?
I bet he could. Okay, hey, Ryan.
That's what we're doing?
Ryan, real quickly, Vamp says, do you think San Antonio can attract talent for him? I think certainly, yeah. I think people are going to want to play with this kid. What do you think?
I think he has 3.5 to 4 years to show that he's one of those players, and you'll see big name guys saying, "Hey, I'll go play with Wemby." Right now, I don't think he's a guy that like a star is like, "Hey, I'm going to move my family. I'm going to go over there and win the championship." But he builds the way he builds. San Antonio free agency will be able to get a guy that says, "Man, I want to win. And I can win a championship with this guy." I mean, LeBron was bringing people to Cleveland for goodness sake.
Yeah.
So I think he has 3.5 to 4 years to show that he's one of those guys, and then you'll see that. But today, right now, we can't answer that. We're all just intrigued, you know.